APK's team composition, if it tries to straight up engage, it's going to lose to T1s. Now, they did get 2 good champions that don't really have key ultimates for Sylas to really take away by any means, but straight up team fight, they're going to lose to Trundle, Sylas, Azir, and now the turret comes in, beautiful pick, to sort of just neutralize that aspect. Ornn is not going to have any engage potential inside of this game, so you have to really look at APK's team composition and think to yourself, is there a way to really gank mid? And the answer is basically no. Even though you have the Aurelia and the Elise, you're against an Azir who it's very easy for him to play safe, and when you look at top lane, you have double magic damage, so it's very easy for Sylas to itemize with Merc Treads and just have good runes out the gate. Bot lane is going to take a lot of time to come online, so things aren't really lining up for the Elise. The Aurelia is also going to probably be hard-pressed to have a good itemization path this game.
Elise, and try to get his lanes ahead. We've seen Haru yesterday really making a case for why you pick Elise because of her ability to...
The issue here, Ilum, he's going to come over now, hug the turret with Kana, and just make sure that he can't get dove, and in doing so, it is still a victory.
Oh, speaking of which, coming on in here, getting low, he's going to get flashed on now. Dodging that cocoon, LM is playing this really well. He's going to smite, and they're going to turn this one around. I don't think there's anything that Flawless can do. He's going to be on the run here. He will have to try to cocoon and burst one of them down, but I don't know what he's got going on here. He's going to be hit by the Sylas, and down he will go. Another 2-on-2 victory for T1 in this game.
And the amount of holy water present in top lane for T1 right now is just fantastic. This is 2 games in a row that top lane has just gotten so far ahead so early on.
A lot of Elise players are. It's just in their nature. You can't blame them. And Secret's coming up here too. They're like, you know what? 2-on-2 is not our thing. How about 3-on-2? And
well, I don't know what Secret's doing. What? Wait, what?
He's really here. He's going for the dive. Just wait. Here we go. He's going to flash the wall.
Okay, alright. Well, they're going to use the Ornn teleport.
Okay, well, we have Kana in a pretty rough spot. Actually, Element was. And that's going to be the double kill underneath the turret and with the TP from the Ornn. That's actually a successful dive where they take 2 members.
Alright, well, that actually worked out. I was completely whiffing on the Ornn teleport coming in as well in top lane. And so, without Ornn, that is definitely a little bit different. They're able to trade kills there. It's very, very surprising. But death.
Yeah, he's having a really rough time. Nice little trade there. But as you mentioned, the lane state not looking great. But he's looking to turn it around now. But the stun going to land onto Kana. Who's going to pick it up? It will be Kana, as cover will misplay in the trade. Not expecting that much damage to be able to come out from Kana, as he sees it there as, okay, Kana, you have stayed a little bit too much. Can Ixu actually get him here? He's going to move away from the wall. Kingslayer will be fine to get him out of that one. And there you have it.
Yeah, really, really surprising that the Ornn rotates up to top lane. He doesn't have the Ornn ultimate, so there's no universe that he can ever actually kill Sylas. Meanwhile, Faker shoved in mid lane. They're going to get a Cloud Dragon is the first Drake of the game. I know that we talked about this yesterday, that generally it can be pretty good to pick up first. Infernal's going to be the second. And if you're a T1 fan, you're completely fine with either Ocean or Mountain, optimizing anything like that. Trundle, he is going tank, so Mountain isn't the end of the world, but you don't really need it against the sustain fight of APK. As Rift Herald is looking to get picked up, and it's happening at such an awkward timing. You can see there's minions in mid lane that are just going to their doom. This is gold and XP that APK is missing out on. So even though
올라온다 이거. 무빙했어. 너 뒤에 무빙했어 이번에. 이거 주고 용 봐야 될 것 같아. 탑 주고. 강가 조심해라. 강가 늦게 했어 이거. 탑 빼야 돼 이거 이번에 아마. 일단 이렇게 봐주러 갈게. 탑 1대1 이거 보자 이거 우리가. 오케이. 될것 같은데. 카이사 보자.
I think he was saying that Faker was saying that top needs to back away, or that
they definitely do seem a bit indecisive with what they're doing. And even after all of this early game stuff, a lot of that gold advantage for APK really is coming from top lane. They do manage to get the Rift Herald plate gold. Again, the leash range, I think it's 2,000 or 2,500. As Kana, with Ilum here, looking to do a trade. Hybrid, not being forced to use either his flash or heal yet. Lots of damage did come out, though. And honestly, this is a much more stable early game. As here we
now
go.
They're going for it, but he hit the spider with his leash there. They're trying to burst down Flawless, but Kana is not going to be able to get in range there as Elise kills Elise on the scoreboard. LM not going to be able to do it either. This time it's APK who strike back with 2 kills.
And this is really crucial for APK to know.
Okay, wait. We have the game, and we're going to see. Do not ult him. Okay. Good.
Oh, Kana just didn't even ult. Well, now the game is forever
got
changed.
Away. LM got away. They didn't
Changes
kill him.
everything. Look at him strutting away. He's like,
Yeah, he's like, okay. This is awkward. Should I go back to base?
That is a really cool skin. Actually, it looks like the things
from here until the end of a typical 3-game series. Alright, ult.
Iksu, try
coming in.
Oh, the mad life!
Oh, that's gonna fail. He tried to ult himself. That was kind of sad.
That was a really good move by Kana. He tried to make the width of the fake ram basically account for both options of Iksu.
It was
and
perfect.
in doing so, was able to actually hit the flash. There was a way for Iksu to outplay that, but wasn't quite able to in the end, so really nice maneuver there by Kana. And honestly, this game is looking very different than it did pre-pause, and that has to feel bad if you're APK. And so now the question is...
Something else, perhaps. I don't know. But either way, we do have Effort in a kind of a rough spot. He's got Kana with him now, going for the double knockup onto 2 of them. Flashing over the wall here is Kana, considering continuing on the chase. He is going for it. He doesn't give a damn right now. Gonna get the knockup, and Kana is gonna get another kill here. As he is gonna pay for it, though. As finally Iksu able to line that one up. And meanwhile, up on the top side, we have a pause.
See,
That's why I'm so skinny.
That's how good of a
That's what you guys need
relationship
to
we
do.
have. I remember...
Actually, Effort's gonna die. Oh no.
Okay.
We have to pause again.
Please stop. Just...
He's like, no, I wasn't ready. We need to chrono break.
Just make it stop. I don't know what's going on anymore. Kills him. I'll send you my invoice on PayPal.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that, LS. We'll cut back to you shortly. And anyway, Faker killed Secret.
Or plus Sork Pen Boots. Able to deal virtually true damage onto the Azir as well as the MF, depending on if she's going to end up getting any sort of MR later. Obviously Taric is there, so you have to keep that in mind. And the Ocean Drake might just actually be given up by T1. As Silas does recall...
나이스 큐 빠졌고 노플이야 초식해 놔두라
And
Give it to me, give it to me.
이거 이제 미드 막을 생각하자 전령으로
Faker's, he wants the kills. He said he wanted more assists and more deaths.
Aurelia is honestly having a bit of an identity crisis. Build-A-Bear Workshop in her inventory means that this could get a little bit ugly. Abyssal Mask completed for the Ornn, but not the Sunfire Cape. T1's actually just going to raise the mid-tier 1 turret. And we're not going to have a team fight breakout, it seems. As perhaps they're thinking about...
Flashing away from that one as Faker tried to get on in there. And the bullet time will come out. That's a huge amount of damage. A big knockup there from the Silas stolen depth charge as they are fighting front to back with the Taric ultimate and will be able to pick up 1 kill. Can we make it 2? Ooh, not quite.
Aurelia's just AFK in bot lane right now. Only has a Blade of the Ruin King and a Phage, so not a whole lot of damage. No teleport either on cover. He's going to have to walk through mid lane here. Take a couple of turret shots. Baron has been started. And Aurelia will have Vanguard's Ed when she gets in here. I don't know what APK is going to do. Flawless needs to steal this.
Try to get in there. The stopwatch from Secret. Not good enough to save his life as Kana over here trying to zone them out. Should be successful even if he loses his own life. That will be Baron. Going down to SKT here at 20 minutes and a half. As you can see, Flawless looking for the follow-up here, but they're relatively tanky. Outside of Faker. Flawless waiting for that one. He is just gonna get punished.
Up the water spout.
You're not gonna pick up off Faker, even if you catch it in a cocoon. 4 members there, and you're alone, half health as Elise. It's just not gonna happen.
Almost 3 items completed on the Azir Silas. Zanya's Hourglass Proto Belt. They're shoving in mid lane. They are only up 1,000 gold, but it can't be understated how far ahead they are when you factor in the team composition. And then another thing that you can also consider is that there's no real way for APK to resist these pushes. They have no wave clear.
Oh boy, Secret just in the front. You can see how desperately he's trying to get something going. That's another nice knockup from Ixu. This is so much damage. Oh, big knockup though, as he's gonna catch 2 in the front. Faker still is going to be safe here, but it looks like he will be the only one as Kana is going on an assassination mission in the backside. Couldn't save the president. Another big knockup from Ixu. Really playing this quite well as exhausts over the wall. Faker is gonna outplay it as they do have the damage to take out Hybrid. Ixu looks like he...
Okay. If they can burst this down, they'll bring the game to Soul Point.
Yeah, the rest of T1 was just chasing the Aurelia. And they almost caught her, but the pillar for some reason wasn't able to...
This is what their comp ends up devolving into, is some sort of a pick comp.
They're going to turn this one around, though. The Taric ultimate is so good at doing this. Stoneplate trying to help out Secret. He is going to live. Oh, the Subjugate, as you mentioned, is going to take him down. Kana finding the leash that time around, but here's cover. Getting into that backline, but immediately just gets melted underneath the bullet time. Yeah, Faker's looking for more. He's going for this. Will at least get the one. Hybrid gets baited into this. Nice try, actually. He is going to take out one, but it is going to mean his demise. He gets the shutdown onto Faker, but goes down himself.
So that was actually really good mouse and camera control out of Hybrid. The maneuver that I did, that he just did at the end there to bring down Faker at the end, trying to make the most out of the situation. You can see in live cam, Baron is going the way of T1. I don't believe APK can stop it. In the replay, Subjugate ends up bringing down Secret. Really good positioning by T1 approaching the fog of war. They use deductive reasoning. No, okay, they could be in this brush. If they are, we want Trundle in the front line in the event that they try to make a pick-off, and they approach it as such. And right, and even with Ocean Soul, T1 is actually still favored in fights, which is... I don't know how many times I could ever say something like that.
Yeah. Well, Kana's gonna steal that Ram. T1, maybe they push in 5v4, they take an inhibitor, but I don't think they can end the game. And then from there, but they're not going to go for the steal, actually. They're just going to go for the straight-up get of the Dragon, but T1 are trying to fight 5v4, but it's not really working out. The Kaisa is going to get in the backline, but the bullet time is so good, taking out the Ornn, and there's Faker trying to go for the sacrifice in the backline, but he is going to go down. But it's okay, he sacrificed his life and gave the double kill over to Teddy, as T1 should look to push to end the game now.
And I mean, the scary thing is, though, is that if somehow APK can hang on through some miracle, they will have a legitimate chance in this. Now, Teddy is going to come over, he's going to tap the turret, and he's hitting it.
Try to end this, but I don't think that they can. Look at Secret just get kited down, and that is going to be the end of that turret, and they're just going to casually pick up a couple more kills on their way to the victory. T1 will pick up this 2-0 as LM is just dancing in their face.